Soyez les bienvenus dans cette conférence de presse à la fin de cette édition, la 89e édition des 24 heures du Mans, avec la victoire de Toyota GAZOO Racing dans cette nouvelle ère, l'ère évidemment de l'hypercar. So here we are, the press conference, final press conference after a great edition, the 89th running of the 24 Hours Le Mans. I will start with Kamui. He was in the car, sorry guys, but you were in the car for the last stint. Oh, that was such a long wait, Kamui. How do you feel being another Japanese, fourth Japanese winning the 24 Hours Le Mans?
Yeah, I mean, to be here, we had so many things, so many experience to spend, you know. I expect maybe in the Le Mans is always need luck. And of course need luck, even, I mean, this time. We had some trouble during the race. And I think last couple of hours, we all three had to do special handling to save the car, which was, it's not an easy race. I think even car 8 was well. So we were not like safe side, but we tried to maximize what we can do to survive. And obviously, to survive, like 7 hours, it's like a little bit unreal for me, you know? Because normally when you found, okay, problem in 7 hours, normally nearly done your race. But I think we make it live. And I mean, yeah, I think it's amazing things, to, you know, to survive in the end. And obviously, I think engineers work really hard. And I think we try to maximize car to be safe. I think engineer had a light call to us. So to be here is really, it's an amazing feeling in the end. And of course, I think my teammate did a great job through the week. And yeah, finally we got 24 Le Mans winner.
Kamui Kobayashi, je lui demandais justement ce que ça faisait d'être le 4e vainqueur japonais, vainqueur ici aux 24 heures du Mans. Alors évidemment, cette course, elle n'a pas été facile. Il a fallu maîtriser les éléments, il a fallu faire un petit peu de sauvetage finalement et d'être un petit peu plus doux avec la mécanique pour terminer. Il y a eu des problèmes, mais Kamui remercie évidemment le travail des ingénieurs pour l'équipe Toyota, le travail de ses équipiers, José María Lopez et Mike Conway, parce que c'est une victoire évidemment à 3 et c'est un sentiment fantastique pour le pilote japonais qui rejoint donc Sekiya, Hara et Nakajima en tant que vainqueur japonais de ces 24 heures du Mans. José María Lopez, you're a 24 Hours Le Mans winner, Argentinian second one. We were speaking about that a few days ago about Froilán González, and you are the second one to win Le Mans after 54. Wow, that's a huge achievement. Congrats.
Yes. Yeah, hard to believe. Yeah, of course, we came through a few Le Mans which they were quite tough for us as a crew. You know, and be part of this is amazing. It's a dream come true. Honestly, I came so far, so many years for this dream, and you know, I think I couldn't choose better teammates. You know, Mike and Kamui, they're like the brothers for me now, and the things they have done, I've seen them doing things in the car amazing. So I'm very lucky to have them, and of course the team. You know, the team has worked hard. You know, at the end we take the glory, we jump in the podium, but behind us there is more than 600 people. You know, back in Cologne, more than thousands in bike in Japan, working. Making this happen, you know, the hypercar, the new car, the first time that raced in Le Mans, and to make it to the end, you know, as Kamui said, wasn't easy. We had to work the last 6-7 hours. We had a few issues, but as a team, we came through, and I think that's the most valuable thing we take from today. Yeah.
Je profite que tu parles français, José María.
Ouais,
oui, un petit peu. Tu deviens le 2e vainqueur argentin de l'histoire après Froilán González en 1954. Tu as été champion du monde de voiture de tourisme, champion du monde d'endurance et maintenant vainqueur des 24 heures du Mans. Comment tu te sens?
C'est incroyable, c'est un rêve d'être ici, de réussir à gagner cette course que c'est la plus belle au monde. Et franchement, j'ai la chance d'avoir des équipiers comme Kamui et Mike, une équipe comme Toyota, GAZOO Racing, qui ont travaillé beaucoup. À la fin, comme je dis avant, c'est nous qui on est dans le podium. Il y a 600, 700 personnes à Cologne qui travaillent chaque jour pour travailler dans cette voiture magnifique. Il y a plus de 1000, je sais pas, beaucoup de personnes à Japon aussi. Et aujourd'hui, c'est un course très dur avec des problèmes qu'on a réussi à réparer comme équipe, que c'est ça la chose plus importante à la fin, qu'on a travaillé comme une vraie équipe et on a réussi à porter les deux voitures à la fin.
Gracias. Merci beaucoup, José Maria. Mike, we spoke about the British link between Toyota and British drivers. You're a Le Mans winner. What a weight to be part of that. And you had some issues, some troubles. We had a few difficulties with the brakes, I think, and a lot of things. So how did you feel? I mean, did you felt that you lose Le Mans once again, or were you confident?
Wow, I mean, it was hard. I mean, the last 6 hours, we knew we had, something on the car that would just, could have been a real big problem. But, luckily the team came up with a solution to keep us going. So, really, all credit to the team to, figuring that out and making sure that we could get a 1-2 finish for the team is pretty special, I think, with all the circumstances. So, really stressful the last, 6-7 hours. As Kamui and Jose said, it's, this race is never easy. Even if you're out leading on your own in the front, many laps ahead, you're still worried all the way to the end. So I, just got to thank my teammates for all their mega stints and all their hard work all the time. And obviously the team, everyone in Cologne, everyone back in Japan, for all their support and hard work that makes it possible for us to finish, 1-2 at Le Mans. So big thank you to everybody. And we can enjoy it now, celebrate. Feel like a bit of a weight is lifted off me. We've had some real bad luck here, so it's nice to really get it done now. Yeah, it feels good.
For sure, and since the WEC era, you're the third Briton to win after Magnish and Tandy, so congrats for that.
Wow.
Nice.
You see?
Only 3.
Only 3.
Oh, no, since the WEC era.
Ah, okay.
That's why.
I was going to say. There's many, yeah? Derek Bell, like
Of
all these
course,
guys, yeah.
5 times already, once. Thank you. Merci beaucoup pour cette réponse, Mike. Donc, je demandais évidemment les sentiments après avoir eu des difficultés pendant cette course. Peut-être est-ce qu'il y a eu des doutes justement. Il y a eu un problème à un moment sur cette Toyota GR010 et il aurait pu devenir très compliqué ce problème et difficile à gérer, voire même impossible. Mais heureusement, toute l'équipe Toyota a réussi à trouver la solution et donc cette voiture numéro 7 qui n'avait pas connu le sentiment de victoire depuis de nombreuses années a réussi à le faire. Merci à mes équipiers, disait Mike Conway, à José Maria et Kamui. Évidemment, c'est un travail d'équipe. On remercie les ingénieurs aussi et toute cette équipe Toyota GAZOO Racing pour cette victoire, 4e victoire consécutive de Toyota GAZOO Racing. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you and enjoy now.
Cheers.
Thank you very much. Jumbo!
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 Et on attend maintenant les pilotes de la catégorie GTE Pro. Et maintenant, d'ici quelques instants, j'ai évidemment dit la catégorie GTE Pro, on va attendre les pilotes qui ont terminé 2e du classement général de second place finish team with the Toyota GAZOO Racing number 8. Of course, we have Sebastian Buemi, Kazuki Nakajima, and Brendan Hartley are coming really shortly. Here we are with the number two team, the second place finisher in the 24-hour Le Mans in 2021, the 89th running of this mythical race. Kazuki Nakajima, who is not here because he's control at the moment, Sebastian Buemi and Brandon Hartley. I'll start with you, Seb. You were at the start of the race. That was pretty hectic for sure. That was difficult to make the right call regarding tires, and you were pushed by Olivier. That was already difficult edition for you. What did you think at that time, and did you think it was already finished for the win?
Yeah, I mean, you know, obviously we didn't experiment any rain for the whole week, and just right at the start there is this massive rain. So obviously. I mean, it was for everyone the same. Obviously, at the start, you know, you try to be quite cautious because you go for a 24-hour race, especially if it's wet, you know. And I took it easy. This is pretty clear. But yeah, he basically locked up the tires and he ended up hitting me. But we were somehow quite lucky because he hit us right in the rear left wheel. So luckily, we didn't have any damage. The only issue is that. You know, you have to restart, you have 60 cars coming in the wet, you have poor visibility, then we had to do a power cycle, stop the car, completely reset the car in the middle of the straights with GTs passing everywhere, so obviously that was not great. And then I went straight in harnage, my tires were completely cold, so I had to reverse. I think we were dead last, basically. So. I mean, somehow at the end to finish second after that, it's quite good. And we even been leading the race at some point, so it was pretty impressive. But somehow, yeah, I mean, I'm really happy for Car 7. I'm really happy for the team, for this 1-2, but a bit disappointed for us because obviously we like to win, you know. And we had great pace to start with. I had for a while the fastest lap, then Brendan got the fastest lap, obviously, until the end of the race. We were very fast, but then at some point in the night, I don't know what happened, we just got slower and slower, and the sister car got a bit faster, and then we had a few mechanical issues at the end of the race. So to finish P2 is not too bad.
Sébastien, je pose la question en français, je profite que tu sois francophone évidemment. Ce départ, il a été complètement chaotique avec des conditions dantesques et tout de suite tu te fais pousser, ça doit être très très difficile à vivre évidemment. Il y a eu tout plein de péripéties dans cette course. Bon, t'as su d'entrée que tu avais perdu cette édition ou t'as quand même gardé évidemment espoir pendant 24 heures?
On garde espoir, ça c'est sûr. Après, voilà, on n'a pas expérimenté la pluie durant toute la semaine, y compris le TSD, et d'un coup il se met à pleuvoir pour la course, donc c'est vrai que c'est un peu, on va dire, surprenant et déstabilisant, mais d'un autre côté, c'était pour tout le monde la même chose. Donc à la fin, voilà, malheureusement, on se fait heurter au premier virage. C'est un peu décevant pour une course de 24 heures avec un démarrage sous la pluie, mais bon, voilà. Mais c'est vrai qu'ensuite, j'ai dû faire un power cycle, c'est-à-dire éteindre complètement la voiture, la rallumer, donc on a perdu pas mal de temps. On s'est retrouvé complètement dernier. Il a fallu remonter. À un moment donné, on était même en tête de la course, donc c'est vrai que on y croit, hein, c'est sûr qu'on y croit tout le temps. Malheureusement, on était très compétitif en début de course. Vraiment, je pense qu'on était un step en dessus de la voiture sœur qui gagne la course. Et au fur et à mesure de la course, on allait un petit peu moins vite. Et voilà, après, on a rencontré quelques petits soucis techniques, mais on réussit quand même à apporter le doublé pour Toyota, qui était l'objectif. C'est sûr qu'on aurait préféré gagner la course, mais voilà, terminer deuxième, c'est bien aussi. Félicitations à la 7, elle le méritait. Et on essaiera de revenir l'année prochaine plus fort.
Évidemment. Merci beaucoup, Sébastien. Brandon Hartley, you were a part of that team for sure, finishing second. You won twice Le Mans, so you know how to win it for sure. Yeah, that was a disappointing race. That's clear. When you experienced the fuel issues before the 7, which had the same issue, what did you feel at the moment? I mean, yeah, what was the issue, if you can talk about that, and what do you think of that new era, the hypercar era?
Honestly, first of all, it wasn't disappointing. I mean, for the team to take a 1-2 here was incredibly important. I think we had some level of expectation, and to take the new hypercar, brand new GR010, and get it to last for 24 hours at, with us drivers definitely pushing it, maybe even too hard sometimes, was a big achievement. And it turned out to be a big team effort. As you said, we had this issue at the end with the fuel pump, or maybe even fuel filter. Anyway, we were struggling to get all the fuel, so we started doing 5-lap stints, sometimes 6. I think even Seb was down to a 2-lap stint at one point. So we weren't sure if we were going to get to the end of the race. And I have to say, incredible job by the entire team. They found a workable solution to get us to the end. Seb was the guinea pig, so to speak. He was doing the testing on the fly, great communication back with the pits, and trying to manage with some buttons and systems we have, which actually wasn't easy for us. We had our hands full already and pushing all sorts of buttons on the steering wheel in the braking phase of each corner, every lap. But ultimately, also finding a workable solution meant the car 7 could also get to the end. And that's Le Mans. There's always these stories. Actually, we had a few little different issues during the race with some punctures, but we were always there fighting with car 7. But I just want to say as well, I'm so happy for them. They had some bad luck in the last years. Obviously, we wanted to win the race, but we also respect them, and we also won as a team. As a team, it was a 1-2, and really happy for them and for the whole team.
Brandon Hartley, évidemment, merci, thank you. Je demandais tout simplement quel était le sentiment de terminer deuxième avec cette nouvelle ère hybride et cette nouvelle Toyota GR010. Oui, il y a eu des problèmes au niveau de la pompe à essence, des problèmes pour ne pas exploiter entièrement le réservoir, mais des solutions ont été trouvées. Sébastien était au volant de la voiture en train de faire des chronos incroyables et de toucher tous les boutons pour pouvoir trouver une solution qui finalement a aidé la voiture numéro 7. Donc c'est un vrai effort d'équipe, et cette victoire de la 7, elle a aussi été finalement un peu aidé par la 8. C'est un doublé pour cette nouvelle ère hybride, donc c'est une belle victoire pour la Toyota GR010. Belle deuxième place, on n'est pas déçu, ce que nous a dit Brandon Hartley, évidemment, de terminer en deuxième position, même si la victoire est toujours finalement l'objectif, mais en tout cas ils reviendront plus forts dès l'année prochaine. Thank you guys, thank you very much. On reçoit l'équipe française Alpine pour le retour d'Alpine dans la grande catégorie, la catégorie reine de l'hypercar. C'est un podium pour ce retour. Bravo à toute l'équipe, Mathieu Vaxivière, Nicolas Lapierre et André Negrao pour cette belle course. What a race for Alpine team. For sure, the expectations were pretty high. And the French team finishes on the podium since last time 78, I think, for the return of Alpine in the high class category, highest class category. So that was a pretty huge challenge for sure. First of all, Nicolas, how do you feel representing a French brand? And last French brand was Peugeot on the overall podium. So now we are, and you are on the podium after a difficult race for sure.
No, it's great. I mean, it's great to represent Alpine. It was great to see all the flags, French flags, Alpine flags, all around the track. It was great to see all these fans supporting us. Obviously, we expected a bit higher, but today, to be honest, there's not much more we could have done. Toyota was just stronger than us. We have to accept it. We will work harder to come back stronger. But for sure, a third position for the first time. We're entering in the hypercar category. It's pretty amazing. It was a faultless race from the whole team, so we can be proud of it.
Et en tant que pilote dans une équipe française, Nicolas, c'est vrai qu'on a senti vraiment tout l'engouement des spectateurs qui attendaient une victoire d'Alpine qui aurait pu arriver depuis 1978. Toujours est-il que vous êtes là sur le podium. Face à Toyota, c'était pas facile. Vous avez terminé devant Glickenhaus. Comment est-ce que tu peux résumer cette course rapidement?
C'était magnifique de voir tous les supporters, les fans qui nous ont bien manqué l'an dernier, les voir cette année avec les drapeaux français, les drapeaux alpines. On a senti vraiment un bel engouement autour de notre participation et voilà, on tient à les remercier. Une troisième position qui n'est pas à la hauteur de ce qu'on attendait, mais qui était la meilleure position qu'on puisse obtenir aujourd'hui. Toyota était plus fort que nous, bravo à eux. À nous de bien travailler, mais pour une première dans la catégorie reine, je crois qu'on peut vraiment être fier de ce qu'on a accompli.
Merci beaucoup. Mathieu Vaxivière, dans cette équipe alpine, évidemment, tu fais partie de la connexion française, deux pilotes français au sein de cette belle équipe. Tu passes du LMP2 à la catégorie hypercar. Ça ne s'est pas passé comme prévu, évidemment. Il y a eu cette erreur à un moment donné de la course. Est-ce que tu as senti que c'était le moment où tout basculait, ou est-ce que déjà, dès le début de course, ça paraissait difficile de se battre face au GR010?
Depuis le début de course, on a eu quand même une visibilité assez claire et assez rapide que ça allait être compliqué quand même. Ils avaient un très gros rythme. C'était à nous aussi de ne pas commettre d'erreurs et de pousser au maximum aux limites de la piste et en course. Après, c'est des choses qui arrivent, c'est sûr que celle-là, je la prends pour moi. On a poussé au maximum et c'est vrai qu'il y a eu des erreurs. Après, dans notre malheur, on n'abîme rien. On était capable de repartir et pas de perdre énormément de temps. Donc voilà, on avait un process qu'on devait garder, une marche à suivre. On a toujours gardé sans surréagir. Et puis voilà, on arrive sur le podium. Ouais, on est très fiers de ce podium-là.
Merci beaucoup. As a French driver, for sure, representing Alpine and stepping up from LMP2 to LMP1, hypercars, for sure, that's the new era. Are you proud of that, even if it was a difficult race and at one point you did that mistake? That can happen, for sure. The conditions were difficult. How did you feel about that race?
I felt great. Representing Alpine in France, particularly, it's really nice. We have a really strong team. The team of Philippe Sino is doing a perfect job since the beginning of the year. We are working really well all together. Also, my two teammates did a mega race. Thanks to them, and it was a good race at the end for us, and we are happy.
Thank you. André Negrao, you were always on the podium with Alpine in LMP2, and now...
We are talking about this before.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And now you are in the hypercar class as well, on the podium. You are the lucky charm for the Alpine team.
I think when we are together, me and him, we are in a good connection. So every time that we are together, we are in the podium, me and Nico. And this time we take another guy with us to enjoy the podium. No, just kidding. Yeah, it was a great result for Alpine, And for the team, they are working so hard with the new hypercar, the new process in the BOP as well. And today, is like Nico said, we have to accept that Toyota was faster than us a lot during the race. And we are see that at the end of the race, they are really struggle with the problem, the full pump, and then a lot of things in the brakes as well. But in the end, it was really late for us. We are like four laps down, so we're just keeping the Glicker house behind us because they are really strong in this in Le Mans as well. So we are fighting with them for the last 8 hours to the end. So it was quick, it was pretty nice, and well, was happy for the team as well, and for the brand. Like we can see all the fans with the flags. We can see all the borders at Alpine in the track as well. So it was amazing, and to achieve this result for Alpine for so many times ago. So it's amazing. It's amazing to receive this P3 and to see all the guys in the garage and Philippe to just make me proud.
Thank you, obrigado. André Negrao, donc, qui nous disait, et surtout je lui demandais, voilà, c'est à chaque fois le podium avec Alpine en LMP2 et maintenant en hypercar. Et oui, c'est une grande fierté de représenter Alpine forcément, mais voilà, ça a été une course difficile. Glickenhaus était rapide, très rapide, Toyota trop rapide malheureusement. Mais voilà, Alpine termine troisième devant Glickenhaus, l'honneur est sauf. Le podium encore une fois donc pour Alpine. C'était très beau de voir évidemment tous les fans qui étaient enthousiastes à l'idée de représenter Alpine et de voir Alpine qui depuis très longtemps n'avait pas participé aux 24 heures du Mans. La dernière fois c'était feu Jean-Pierre Josso et Didier Pironi qui s'étaient imposés au général. Et bien voilà, vous représentez la marque en tout cas messieurs au plus haut dans cette édition, cette 89e édition des 24 heures du Mans. Congrats guys, you were in P3 overall and that's pretty nice.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thanks to you. Congrats and see you next year. Here we are with the GT Pro winners. Ferrari wins again a 24-hour race. And you see, Alessandro, what I mean. So for sure, we are in the 24 hours Le Mans 89th running. And Ferrari will be back in the hypercar category in 2023. Is really on it in GT Pro. Congratulations. On reçoit les vainqueurs de la catégorie GTE Pro dans cette 89e édition des 24 heures du Mans. Ferrari qui s'impose une nouvelle fois dans une course de 24 heures cette année. Quelle performance en tout cas. I will start with a fan of Ferrari fan. Comme le Dogar. What a win here in Le Mans. I mean, not at home, but that's a nice place to be, and winning for Ferrari, as you're a big fan. How do you feel?
It feels good. For me, was let's say not so much stress because I knew that it's also a championship going on, and I just had to do my job and keep the car on track. Try to drive it as fast as I could and not damage it. So to give them the car in the best condition possible, and I knew that they were doing the rest of the job without any problem. So it feels good.
Comme le Dogard, je profite que tu parles français évidemment pour te poser la question dans ta langue natale. Quelle victoire ici aux 24 heures. Après la victoire aux 24 heures de Spa, maintenant c'est les 24 heures du Mans. C'est une saison de rêve. Tu es fan de Ferrari, tu gagnes avec AF Corse. C'était l'opportunité d'une vie et tu as su la saisir surtout.
Ouais, c'est clair. Comme je dis, moi j'étais là pour les aider. Ils ont un championnat, donc le but c'était de conduire la voiture le plus vite possible sans l'abîmer et de gagner 3 semaines après Spa. C'est juste incroyable parce que oui, la voiture elle est fantastique à conduire, donc c'est beaucoup de plaisir.
Thank you, merci. Alessandro Piaguidi, you're really a Ferrari specialist. For a long time you've been that, and you're really on it this year as well, winning in Monza, winning in ELMS, winning in Spa-Francorchamps in 24 hours, and now in Le Mans. That's a really nice win. It seemed easy from the outside, or was it from the inside?
It wasn't easy. It wasn't easy at all. We push like crazy since the first moment. Then, with the slow zone, safety car, sometimes you gain, sometimes you lose. And it's important to keep the advantage. So we push really hard. Then the weather condition was not easy. The start during the night, there was raining. Was not easy at all. Then Corvette was super quick this year, but we expected, honestly. And we were gaining few times, some laps. We were losing sometimes in other laps just because of the traffic. So it was not easy at all. And be here is a special feeling, like it was 2 years ago. And even if it was my first Le Mans, my first victory in Le Mans 2 years ago, I have the same feeling, and it's incredible, amazing. I mean, I have to say thanks to Ferrari, FA Porsche, to give me the opportunity to be here and enjoy this moment.
Grazie, merci. Alessandro Pierguidi qui nous disait justement que c'était un feeling incroyable de pouvoir s'imposer ici au Mans avec Ferrari. Ça n'a pas été du tout une course facile, c'était ma question. La réponse a été plutôt claire avec la météo qui était changeante, les conditions de nuit, les safety cars, les slow zones. C'était vraiment très difficile. Corvette a été très rapide dans cette édition. Ça fait plaisir évidemment de gagner pour Ferrari. Il remerciait toute l'équipe AF Corse et évidemment était fier de représenter la marque quelques semaines après les 24 heures de Spa et sa victoire. C'était une émotion fantastique comme il y a 2 ans finalement, mais voilà, ça fait toujours plaisir de s'imposer évidemment aux 24 heures du Mans. Merci beaucoup. James Calado, you're a winner in 24 hours Le Mans, second time with Alessandro. How do you feel after such a difficult edition, really? I mean, in GTE Pro, normally, it's pretty close, and you managed to make the gap, so that's pretty unusual.
Yeah, I'd say that, it probably looked easy from the outside, but actually it was really, really difficult race with the conditions, and there were so many slow zones and safety cars that it, proved to be really strategic. So I think the team did an amazing job in terms of strategy to get us up the front. And obviously, the car was good. Was happy with the balance and the pace was there. But at least to say the Corvette was quicker at times. So they were putting a lot of pressure on us. They started to set best lap times towards the end of the race. And we were nervous, anything can happen in Le Mans, and I'm just thankful to get our second win. It's a great achievement, and I'm super happy.
Thank you. James Calado qui remporte pour la 2e fois les 24 heures du Mans avec Alessandro Pierguidi. C'était une course qui avait l'air peut-être facile de l'extérieur, mais ça ne l'était pas du tout, avec beaucoup de slow zone, beaucoup de safety car. C'était une course très stratégique finalement. Les Corvettes étaient très rapides en fin de course, donc il y avait de la tension forcément dans l'équipe. Il fallait rester concentré jusqu'au bout, et c'est ce que l'équipe a fait. Et donc victoire Ferrari ici en GTE Pro. Bravo, congratulations guys, and it wasn't really easy for sure. I understood. Thank you.
Thank you.
Here we are in the press conference with the winners in the LMP2 class. What a finish, what a last lap. That was just crazy. WRT wins. That's the first participation for the team. They were 1-2 and it's, the win. That's already for sure really good. Robin, you were in the car for the last stint. What did you do? I mean, that was so intense with the Jota car and you were trying, of course, to catch Yifei.
Yeah, well, first of all, I think the team did an amazing job by basically leading both cars into the night and coming out unscratched. Cars were, I think both cars were working really amazing. We had really good pace, a bit quicker than the Toyota, I have my feeling. But then the last time I jumped in, we suffered big issues suddenly. Air jack died, couldn't change the tires. I had like new tires at the front, old in the rear, and then vice versa again. So basically everything went wrong in the last 2 hours. And I had no pace anymore because I think something broke on the car as well. So the Toyota was catching very quickly, I think 4 or 5 seconds a lap. But I was securing my P2 because I was, struggling with the car. But then heading into the last lap, I heard on the radio that the sister car is basically breaking down, it's stopping, and meanwhile you're still fighting the car to try to secure your P2, but suddenly you're fighting for P1. So it's a bit of a different load on your shoulders then, I have to say. But I think the finish was as close as it gets in all ways. Obviously the two Toyotas were in front of me and they were slowing down before the finish line for their photo. But like all the 3-4 cars behind them were also slowing down and I was still fighting for the win. So I was trying to find my way around them and I saw the checkered flag guy a bit late, but luckily everything went well.
Thank you. Dankjewel. Robin French qui nous disait justement que c'était une course complètement folle en LMP2. Ça a été vraiment très très mouvementé parce que dans les 2 dernières heures tout est allé de travers finalement. Il y a eu un problème d'air jack, il y a eu des pneumatiques qui ont été inversés à l'avant, usés à l'arrière neuf et ainsi de suite. Ça a été très très compliqué. Il se battait pour la 2e position face à la Jota quand il a appris que Yifei était arrêté sur la piste. Donc beaucoup de sentiments finalement, très fier de l'équipe WRT pour cette première participation, de s'imposer ici aux 24 heures du Mans. C'est un achievement, comme on dit en anglais. C'est vraiment quelque chose de très important et c'est ce qu'a réussi l'équipe. Bravo Robin. Congrats Robin and all your teammates for sure. Ferdinand, you're racing in ELMS, you're racing in WEC here in Le Mans. That was really a crazy race and you liked it, but you're really a winner. You can tell that. I mean, as a rookie, you are a winner, a new Austrian winner here.
Yeah, someone sent me the most recent Austrian winners, and I think the last one was Alex Wurz.
Exactly.
And I saw him on the podium. He was cheering on, and I don't know him well, so that was really cool. And we worked together on the Austrian television for Formula One, so can't wait to chat about it. But the feeling is so crazy. We started the week winning the sustainability award with the ACO with my project Drive Fast, Act Faster, making all our racing carbon neutral and being the most sustainable team on the grid. And then I was like, we won the first trophy. Hopefully we win the big one, which is why we're really here. And in the end, we did it. And for a long time at the end, it was like, okay, we just secure second and just take the trophy home, I guess, and be happy with our efforts because something just went against us. But to freaking win with Robin flying at the end and me being able to count on my teammates so much gives me so much confidence for the rest of the season, obviously, in Bahrain. And it just is super happy. It means more than I can imagine. And share it with my good old colleague Robin and the nice fiery redhead Charles Malaysi. We're the dream team.
Thank you, Daction. Ferdinand Habsburg qui commençait la semaine avec son programme Drive Fast, Act Fast, un programme qui permet donc à l'écologie d'être mise en avant pour des équipes et d'être carbon neutral, de ne pas émettre de CO2. Eh bien, il avait déjà un trophée, mais c'était le petit trophée. Il espérait le grand. Eh bien, c'est ce qui s'est passé justement pour cette course avec Robin. Il se connaît connaissent bien, évidemment. Ils roulent en WEC ensemble, ils roulent également en ELMS, Ferdinand Habsburg. Et c'était évidemment une course complètement folle. On se battait pour la deuxième position, a-t-il dit, et finalement ça se transforme en victoire et en bataille pour la première place. C'était quelque chose d'assez fou pour la première participation de WRT ici. En tout cas, c'est une victoire pour l'équipe belge. Congrats.
Did you say the fiery redhead
No,
part?
no, I
It's
didn't
important
translate.
actually.
Bon, je parle de la couleur des cheveux. Je peux parler de la couleur des cheveux, Charles. Charles Milesi, un Français, vainqueur ici en LMP2 avec une équipe belge. Bon, comment est-ce que tu te sens? C'était une fin de course complètement folle. Tu as suivi ça depuis les stands avec le dernier relais de Robin. C'est difficile le Mans, hein?
Ah oui, bah c'est sûr que à 3h30 de la fin, on disait qu'on gérait plutôt bien la course et qu'on avait 2 minutes 30 d'avance sur la voiture sœur. Et d'un coup, on va dire, tout s'est effondré avec le problème d'air jack. Et après aussi, on a dû se arrêter pour changer les pneus à l'arrière. Donc vraiment, tout s'est écroulé à un moment. Et après, on a vu qu'on manquait un peu de vitesse par rapport à la 41 sur la fin. Le fait qu'aussi on ait eu quelques petits problèmes, je pense, avec la partie arrière de la voiture. Mais oui, après, bah, c'est le Mans, hein. On a déjà vu il y a quelques années que ça pouvait jouer dans les 2 derniers tours. Bah, cette année, c'était dans le dernier tour pour nous. Après, c'est vraiment dommage pour l'équipe parce que je pense qu'ils auraient voulu faire 1-2. Après, c'est sûr que pour nous, on préfère forcément gagner dans la 31 et inversement dans la 41. Mais voilà, après, c'est comme ça, c'est la course et c'est les 24 heures du Mans. Après, je pense que le team a vraiment fait un boulot fantastique pendant la semaine et demie. Même aussi dans les 6 derniers mois, comment ils ont préparé l'année, tout ça. Et je pense que c'est vraiment mérité le résultat qu'on a actuellement.
Oui, c'est vrai. Bravo, merci. I'll ask in English now, Charles. As a Frenchman, you're Le Mans winner in LMP2. That sounds really amazing, I guess, and especially with the scenario. That was a crazy race, and unfortunately for the 41, it didn't work, but for the 31, it's a win.
Yeah, like I said in French, 3 hours ago, after the finish, I mean, we were like trying to be nowhere, having the hijack problem. No, hijack, but sorry. And after that, yeah, the last lap, I mean, was crazy. First, we were thinking that okay, we were fighting for P2, and at the end, we were fighting for P1, and we couldn't believe it. So. Yeah, I mean, we had a couple of issues at the end, but in the end, yeah, we passed the finish line. I think that's the most important, and I think the team did a mega job the last week, also the last 6 months to get everything prepared for this race and also for the WEC. But yeah, I mean, I think for the team, it's a bit of a shame because they wanted to have both cars in 1 and 2. For sure, for us, it's better for us. I mean, we're finishing in first place, but yeah, I mean, I think. For them, it's a big achievement, and same for us.
For sure. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Congrats, guys, with the WRT team. Vincent Voss's team was really on it, and you won. You won it. Thank you very much. Congrats.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Here we are with the GT AM winners of the 24 Hours Le Mans 89th edition. What an edition! Quelle édition des 24 Heures du Mans, la 89e édition. Je commence par François Perraudot, un Français accompagné de Niklas Nielsen et d'Alessio Rovera, AF Corse qui s'impose en GTE AM. C'est une première pour l'équipe italienne. Bravo François pour cette victoire. Comment est-ce que tu te sens accompagné de deux petits jeunes comme ça qui vont vite?
Ravi, vraiment heureux, fatigué. Mais non, c'était une course vraiment incroyable, difficile. On gagne avec, au final, je pense 90 secondes d'avance, mais ça ne reflète pas vraiment le niveau. Il y a eu un combat incroyable pendant 24 heures avec la Aston Martin de TF Sport, la 33. C'était très chaud d'ailleurs à quelques reprises, mais on a réussi à faire le break, notamment à Alessio et Niklas qui ont été étincelants dans la nuit. Ils ont quasiment fait toute la nuit. Il était prévu que je roule, mais les conditions étaient vraiment compliquées à un moment. Et d'ailleurs, c'est là qu'il y a eu beaucoup d'accidents en P2, en GTAM. Beaucoup d'amateurs se sont mis au tas. Donc je pense qu'on a décidé de ne pas prendre trop de risques et voilà, de laisser les pros faire leur job. Et ouais, j'ai réussi à ne pas faire d'erreur, en tout cas, durant mes heures de conduite. Donc je suis vraiment content. C'est un rêve éveillé.
Eh bien, bravo, merci beaucoup. This one in English this time, François. So, what a race. I mean, in GT that's really the war, I would say, because 23 cars are on the try list. That's really a good competition. How do you feel to share the car with those young guns and doing very well? And the first win for AF Corse in GT AM. Congrats.
Oh, that's amazing. I didn't know. It's well deserved for AF, and also no, I feel privileged and very lucky to be driving with these two young drivers. They're very, very impressive. I mean, it's my second year with Niklas, and you know, he's flying. He's absolutely amazing, and he keeps his cool all the time. He already did a great job 2 weeks ago in Spa, and now in Le Mans. So you know, it's like for him, it's quite a year. And I discovered Alessio this year, who's also just as quick, super nice guy, and you know, very, very professional on the track. So they did an amazing job at night. It was really complicated, and like you said, you know, it was a very tough category, 23 cars. I think over 1/3 that dropped out. A lot of accident, a lot of contact. So we stayed out of trouble and had a clean race, no mistake. So couldn't be happier. It's amazing. And it's really good for the championship.
For sure, as well, yeah, for the WEC. Thank you very much,
Thank you.
François. Niklas Nielsen, so as François said, you were really on it, and the conditions even were really difficult. What did you feel on track? I mean, at the wheel of the Ferrari, it was pretty fast, but for sure, I mean, you didn't have to make a mistake, and you didn't.
I think the most difficult conditions for me were definitely in the beginning with the rain, and then we decided actually to swap for slicks quite early compared to the others, which was a benefit in the end. And yeah, like you said, I think after the shower that came later on that was unexpected, it was basically just one line going through sector 1, even when I was in the car. So I wouldn't even want to imagine what it was like when Alessio was driving. And that's where we saw many people went off track, because it was honestly really, really difficult to manage the situation. And yeah, I think apart from that, like you said, there was no room for mistakes. Even though it seemed like an easy race for us in the end, it was quite tough because the Aston Martin was really, really fast. And we kind of expected that even before the race started, as they were not really showing anything in practice or qualifying. So yeah, I'm really pleased to have achieved a win in the 24 Hours of Le Mans. And I'm so proud of these guys standing here and also of the whole team behind.
Thank you very much. Tak, as we say.
Tak.
J'essaye. Niklas Nielsen qui a donc vécu une course et un relais difficile au départ, notamment avec des conditions compliquées, mais il a fallu éviter les erreurs et c'est ce que l'équipe AF Corse a réussi à faire. Il fallait avoir un bon rythme. C'est justement ce que Niklas a réussi à faire également avec Alessio qui avait des conditions dantesques. Il a fallu éviter les erreurs. Quasiment un tiers du contingent GTEAM a abandonné sur des problèmes et sur des crashs. Donc, véritablement, il a fallu faire attention et rester très, très au fait des conditions. Et c'est ce qu'a fait Niklas Nielsen. Bravo, merci beaucoup. Alessio Rovera, you're part of the team with François in the LMS and in WEC as well. I mean, you're driving a lot with the Ferrari. As an Italian, that's pretty good. And another win in the bag, so that's good for the championship, as François said.
Yeah, to say this year we have a lot of podium and a lot of wins with François and Niklas. The race was crazy with the rain. And my first stint, the track was really damp, and I was on slick. The car was really difficult to drive. But yes, finally we won. Really emotional win because it's my first 24-hour Le Mans, and to win in the first one is something unbelievable. The guys made a mega job. Also the mechanics during the night, during the day, the strategy was perfect. So thank you to everybody. Niklas was flying. Francois made a fantastic stint against Ben Keating. That is really fast. So yeah, I'm really happy.
He is fast for sure. Both François and Ben. Thank you. Congratulations. Alessio Rovera qui nous disait justement que c'était des conditions très difficiles au début avec le choix des pneus slick qui s'est fait assez tôt finalement, qu'il a fallu là aussi éviter de se faire piéger. Une première victoire au Mans, c'est quelque chose d'incroyable, il s'en souviendra. Et c'est vrai que c'est une belle année en tout cas entre le LMS et le WEC. Ils avaient pas mal de podiums pour cette équipe AF Corse et c'est vraiment une satisfaction. Toute l'équipe, évidemment, Alessio remercie Niklas et François pour cette victoire. Merci. Thank you very much and congratulations.
Merci.
And here we are with the Pro-Am in LMP2 winners in Le Mans, the new category, and that's a nice way to start. Win in Le Mans, the first Pro-Am win for the DRAGONSPEED team. Henrik Edman, how do you feel to be at the top step of the podium here in Le Mans?
I think you can answer that yourself. I mean, it doesn't get better than that. It just fantastic what the team has done. We've been here 4 times before. Have struggled with the car in P2 and the LMP1, the DNF both times, and to come back a 5th time, which I think was an advantage for us. We've been here a lot, and the team knows how to do 24 hours, and that paid off today, which is fantastic.
Thank you very much. Henrik Edman, donc, qui est évidemment content de s'imposer ici aux 24 heures du Mans, d'être sur la première marche de cette catégorie LMP2 Pro-Am. C'est une belle réussite. C'est la 5e fois qu'il vient ici au Mans et donc c'est une victoire dans cette catégorie. 2 abandons malheureusement en catégorie LMP1, mais au moins c'est vraiment une belle expérience pour cette équipe DRAGONSPEED. Ben Hanley, what a week, what a race. So that was all the conditions were there, and the most difficult thing was really not to make any mistake, and against Racing Team Netherlands it wasn't easy.
No, it was a tough race. Look at the conditions throughout the first 12 hours, really. I mean, especially the start of the race, the visibility was pretty poor and we had a couple of issues, so it was about having a clean race, and it always is in the 24. It's like Henrik said, we've been here, this is the 5th time, and we've struggled to have a clean race, so today was just about clean. A couple of little issues, but less than our competitors. So it was about trying to keep as clean as we could and the least amount of time in the pits, so we managed to do that.
Congratulations. Ben Hanley, donc à qui je demandais justement comment ça se passait en piste et si c'était difficile les conditions. Oui, cette course a été très difficile. Il a fallu faire le moins d'erreurs possible, passer le moins de temps possible au stand. C'est le secret de cette victoire. C'était pas parfait comme course, mais voilà, ça a suffi évidemment. 5e fois donc au Mans pour DRAGONSPEED et donc la victoire dans cette catégorie LMP2 Pro-Am. Thank you. Juan Pablo Montoya, you have a lot of experience for sure, and being here in Le Mans with the DRAGONSPEED team, it seemed to work pretty well with your teammates, and being at the top step of the podium for the LMP2 Pro-Am, that should be good as well.
No, it was really good. Honestly, I think the three of us have a really nice chemistry. We've done a really good job, and I think all three of us, we all give our part and push as hard as we can, and a race like this, I think we all gotta beat, between Ben and myself, we gotta beat the pros, and Henrik needs to be, the gentleman, and he did that, call him a gentleman. Oh my God.
He is.
Thank you. That's a bit.
I know.
It is. Thank you very much, guys. I'll translate just a few words. Juan Pablo Montoya, donc, qui est très expérimenté évidemment et qui se retrouve sur la plus haute marche de ce podium dans la catégorie LMP2 Pro-Am. C'était une course assez intense et il fallait être meilleur que les pilotes pro pour Ben et pour Juan Pablo, et puis être meilleur que les pilotes gentlemen, comme l'a dit Juan Pablo Montoya, face à Fritz van Aert par exemple. Henrik Edman a réussi à faire cette belle performance. Il a fallu éviter les problèmes. Les problèmes ont été évités. Il y a une bonne alchimie entre les trois pilotes et c'est une victoire qui conclut donc cette édition des 24 heures du Mans. Thank you very much, guys, and congrats for the win in LMP2 Pro-Am. Voilà, c'est la fin de cette conférence de presse. That's the end of the press conference. Thank you for having been with us, and see you next year for the 24-hour Le Mans, the 19th edition of that big classical race of endurance. Thank you and have a nice evening.